that is something that I know. That is okay, Jafar. I mean, see, practice makes perfect. So for a
Okay.
start, rather than just relying on the platform, always make sure that at least for 15 minutes every day, 15 minutes, keep a timer on your phone, and for 15 minutes every day, please stand in front of the mirror, or at least if you have your clients, because there was some sort of a disturbance, I think, from your end also. So maybe that is also a reason, but that's okay.
Okay.
So the point I'm trying to make is every day for 15 minutes, have a conversation. Even if there's no one else available, have a conversation with yourself by
Okay.
standing in front of the mirror and talking purely in English. So
Okay.
ask yourself, how was your day today? Start the conversation with, how was your day today, Jafar? Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, how was your day today, Jafar? And then, you can probably say that, yeah, it was good. Could have been better. So whenever I'm typing something in the chat box, by the way, please either take a screenshot or write it down because the transcript will not be available in the recording. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it was good. And then I've put a comma so that you can pause for a second. Could have been better. Could have been better is an expression that means that, yeah, it was a good day, but it could have been an even better day had it not been for something that happened. So when you make a sentence like this, now when I'm having a conversation with you and ask you, hi, Jafar, how are you doing? How was your day today? So you say it
Yeah.
was good, could have been better. Instantly, I'm curious. So
Mm.
talking in English is like a mind game. It's like a psychological game because you have to make me curious. You have
Mm.
to make me interested in continuing the conversation with you. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So then I'll be like, oh, why? What happened, Jafar? Why do you say it could have been better? Did something funny happen at work today? They said, yeah, it started off the day started off pretty well. I'm just giving you an example. The day
Mm.
started off pretty well. In the afternoon, though, I had a client. I had a client who I think got up on the wrong side of the bed.
All right.
Okay. So when
Okay.
you say the wrong side of the bed, what does that mean? That means there is no right side or wrong side. You know this already. That means
Oh.
he got up in a bad mood. So when you say the wrong side of the bed, that means we are talking about he got up in a bad mood. So then instantly I start laughing because you've made it a joke, but at the same time you're also talking about the fact that this guy's got a bad mood. So you haven't said that you haven't put it bluntly or you haven't put it in a rude fashion. You made it in a funny fashion. But at the
Okay.
same time, you made it an interesting conversation. So I'm like, really? Why? What happened? What did this guy tell you? What did this client tell you? So you could have said that he seemed to be aggravated about something and he was taking it out on me. Got it? He seemed
Yeah.
to be, what does it mean? Aggravated means frustrated or irritated. These are all different words you can use for the same one. Aggravated, frustrated, irritated, annoyed. That means angry. Basically, he was angry about something. He was basically angry about something. These are all different words to express the emotion of anger. Got it?
Yes. Yeah.
So he seemed to be aggravated. So seemed. He seemed. That means he looked like he was angry, but you are not sure what he was angry about because you cannot have a personal conversation. This is a client, so you cannot afford to have a personal conversation. And he was taking out his frustration on you. He was taking I mean, it was not he was taking it out on me. So taking it out, that is an expression which means he is venting. He's venting his frustration, or he's showing his irritation at you, basically. That is
Okay.
got it. So this is just a basic way of starting a conversation. Now let us go into. So I was just giving you an example of how you can have a conversation with yourself in the mirror every day. So start off like this, Jafar. Practice. And if you have any questions, you can always check on Google, or you can always ask or next when you have a session with another tutor, or even if
All
it is
right.
with me, you can always say, you know what, I tried to make a sentence like this. Is it correct? So this is the
Okay.
way you can improve. So don't just wait for your sessions. Practice offline as well is what I'm trying to say. Number one. Number two, before we finish the session today, one of the main things I want to talk about is we spoke about the internet. So I asked you what are the good sides and bad sides of the internet.
Okay.
I'm very happy that you said that pros and cons. You introduced the expression pros and cons. I'm very happy with that. That's very good because that is another way of saying it. You can
Mm.
also say positives and negatives.
Okay.
You can also say advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
These are all different ways of saying the same thing of pros and cons. Okay.
Yeah.
So I asked you what are the pros and cons of internet. Now, when you start a conversation, Jafar, always start it with a punch. Because the starting and the ending matters the most. That is what creates the impression. The body
Okay.
of the conversation, you can make it up. But the starting and the ending is what matters the most. So, how you should have said is, I can only think of good things to say about the internet. Got it? Let's start
Yeah.
the conversation. I can
Okay.
only think of good things to say about the internet. Okay, another thing is, the internet for me has been a lifesaver. This is another way of starting the conversation. The internet, do you see I put a comma? The reason I put a comma is for you to pause for 1 second, stop for a second. So the internet, for me, has been a lifesaver. Sorry, not lifesaver. You have to say a lifesaver. Please don't forget the article. A lifesaver. So instantly when you make a sentence like this, I am curious. I am interested. Really? Why, Jafar? Tell me why. So you can, well, madam. The only reason I say madam is because you're addressing me as madam. That's why. So, well, madam, I can pay my bills online and access English tutorial videos. English tutorial videos at my fingertips. Do you see this? Well, madam, you start the conversation. Well, madam, I can pay my bills. It's not why bills, it's my bills online and access English tutorial videos at my fingertips. So you see, at fingertips. Do you see the expression I use? That means by just using your fingers, you can get all the information that you want. That's what you're trying to say. Despite, no, you can say, I can have a conversation. I can have a conversation with my loved ones in any part of the world just through my phone. And I have the internet to thank for it. You can end the conversation by saying, and I have the internet to thank for it. Got it? Are you okay so far, John?
Yeah, I'm
Now,
absolutely okay.
the next part is, having said that, now you see how I'm starting the conversation. Having said that, we always have to take precautions. You can never be too sure of who has access to your private information. You can replace the word private with personal. Sorry, information. You can never be too sure. Sorry, not SUOF. I'm typing very fast. That's why there are a lot of mistakes. I apologize. Who has access to your information? Information. You can replace the word private with personal.
Okay.
You can replace the word private with personal as well.
Okay.
So you can never be too sure of who has access to your private information. So some things are best kept secret. You can end the sentence like this. So some things are best kept secret. Or you can replace it by, you can replace the word secret with confidential. And that brings us to the end of our session.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed today's session.
Yeah, I have enjoyed a lot. It was nice talking to you.
Great. Likewise. It was really good talking to you as well. Like I said, you have a lot of good ideas. We just need to focus on your pronunciation a bit. So always when you're talking also helps to improve your pronunciation. In addition, like I told you, please watch a few clips from that Keeping Up Appearances so you can hear how they are pronouncing the words. It'll take you some time to register, so you can always rewind. The beauty of YouTube is you can always rewind and fast forward and all of that. So try to watch it, and if you have any questions, you can always clarify it in the next session if we have a session together. But in case, in the meanwhile, please also have talking sessions with yourself. And if you have any clarifications, always clarify it with your next student. All right?
Okay. All right.
Lovely talking to you, Jafar. Take care of yourself. All the very best.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye bye.